1 of the lockdown 4.0 in India, and the Ministry of Home Affairs has issued revised guidelines on what will be permitted and not permitted over the next several days till May the 31st. But the final authority will lie with the states on what kind of activities they decide to resume and whether or not they decide to impose further restrictions in some places. The number of coronavirus cases in the last 24 hours has risen by 5,000, which is the largest single day spike, and the number of cases has crossed 96,000. The deaths have crossed 3,000. Now, coming to a quick overview of what is permitted and not permitted by the Ministry of Home Affairs, the big development this time is that states themselves can demarcate the zones as red, orange and green zones. So this liberty, the states are at liberty to decide which zones will be classified as what and what kind of economic activities can resume within those areas as in keeping with the revised MHA guidelines. The containment zones and buffer zones within red zones will be demarcated by the district authorities. So this time around, an entire swath of land will not be classified as a containment zone, but areas within a district, very restricted areas within a district will be classified as containment zones and buffer zones, and this will be done by the local authorities. Now, all markets and standalone shops are permitted to reopen. A big development is that salons and barber shops and spas can reopen. This will not be allowed in containment zones. So e-commerce activity for non-essentials this time around is also can take place. It was allowed last time as well, and this time it's allowed in red zones as well, but not in containment zones. Offices have also, many offices have been permitted to run, but they are being encouraged, most of them, to still keep work from home as the norm. A big change is that now sports complexes and stadiums can reopen, but without spectators. But other places like places that attract large crowds, like religious places, cultural, social places, still remain shut. Weddings can happen with 50 guests. Funerals can take place with 20 people. However, educational institutes and coaching institutes, these remain shut. Malls, theatres, cinema halls, all of these remain shut. Swimming pools, gymnasiums, hotels, restaurants are not allowed to operate, but restaurants can continue with their home deliveries. Also, all domestic and international flights are not permitted at this time. Trains have been suspended. Metro rail services are not going to operate. However, of course, special trains that are being arranged for labourers and other special trains for people who want to move back to their, regular passengers who want to move back to their respective places where they stay, these special trains will continue to operate, and medical air ambulances will continue to operate. Another change is that now interstate movement of passenger vehicles and buses will be permitted depending on whether or not the respective states give their consent. And cab aggregators are also allowed to operate like they were last time, although of course the operations are going to be restricted, and the number of passengers is going to be limited to just 2 apart from the driver. Besides that, no carpooling is going to be allowed. Apart from all of these, there are some general guidelines, national guidelines that have to be followed everywhere in public spaces and in office spaces as well. So this is what the new normal of working and living with the virus is going to look like. So everyone is required to wear face masks, whether in public or in office spaces. Social distancing has to be maintained even on public transport, even at workspaces, and of course at public spaces as well. Spitting is going to be fined. Spitting in public places is not allowed. Apart from that, work from home has to be encouraged. Even if you're working from an office or an industrial commercial establishment, or you're working from a shop, staggered business hours have to be followed. People have to come on shift duties. Not more than 5 persons will be allowed in a shop at one time. Then once these offices start functioning, there have to be some important provisions in place. For example, thermal screening has to be done of all the employees when they enter. There has to be regular sanitization of the workspace, of surfaces that are frequently touched like doorknobs and other handles. There have to be adequate social distancing maintained even inside the workspace. You have to cover your face even while working, even while in the office spaces. Lunch breaks will be staggered, so going on a lunch break together in large groups is a thing of the past, and most employees will be encouraged to download the Arogya Setu app. So these are the rough guidelines issued by the Centre for on how to follow the lockdown 4.0 for over the next 13 to 14 days. But for more clarity for what's going to happen in your locality, must wait and look out for what this respective state governments say. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.